It was a tough campaign.
It was first time I'd ever been one my personal for myself, so it was definitely a challenge, something we'd never went through before. It's a lot harder than what I ever expected.
Had a lot of support though.
I did. I could not believe how many people come out to help me. Barbara Stewart was my campaign manager. My father was there the whole time. Brandy Lieber came in to help us, and I can't name everybody that came in to help us. There's so many people.
When you now begin to make transition from chief investigator to sheriff, what do you perceive as some of the challenges that you face?
Well, just the administrative part of I've still got some things to learn. Of course, Butch has been teaching me over the last couple of years, through the Commissioner's Court, and always been helping me a lot. And I just got a lot of things I've just got to make sure that I do understand and know how to handle. I've got to go to the new sheriff's school. It'll be after. I had another sheriff just call me a while ago. I believe it's between after the November to the first of the year down in Austin. I've got to go to that school, and then just start preparing my mind for that, to be the sheriff and not an investigator. Of course, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing the best I can. Of course, I've been real fortunate that I've got such a nice department to be becoming sheriff over. Butch has already had this thing put together for us, and we have got a good department. Good, everybody works there, good people. So I'm very fortunate.
Now I understand the chief deputy Ricky Morgan is going to be retiring this year.
He said he's going to retire same time as Butch.
Okay, and so that's going to put a little burden on you to find the right
Well,
person.
we're working on all that. I think we've got all that lined out. We're going to sit down. I'm going to sit down with everybody, in the next week or so, just and get all that lined out where everybody's going to be. Really, I think the only challenge is going to be there's going to be me moving out of CID. We'll have an opening there, and so we'll have to bring somebody into CID. I anticipate Jace Anglin's going to be my chief deputy, and then we'll start moving people up. We'll sit down and figure out who we're going to do as the next investigator. It's going to be a team effort. We'll make sure everybody we give the county the best bang for their buck.
Do you feel like you're going to basically have the same staff staying with you through?
Oh yeah, everybody's 100%. There's 100% behind me, and I sure do. When we went through the budget last year, and the Commissioner's Court worked so hard to help us, and the county judge to get the deputies' pay to where we could keep everybody. That stabilized patrol. Well, of course, we'll move one out of patrol to CID, and then we'll hire one more. But it's not the big turnover we're having. So now, this year we want to start working on the jail staff and the communications, and dispatch, and get all that taken care of. But like I said, I'm very fortunate that I'm getting such a great department that's already put together.
Now, building on a strong foundation makes it a lot easier, doesn't it?
Correct. And a brand new jail, and it's just I'm humbled. I just don't know how to deserve all this. It's nice.
One of the things that you are known for is your investigative talents, and are you going to continue to try to do as much investigation as possible, or will administration take up too much of your time?
Well, I'm sure administration will take up some of my time, but we don't. That's one thing about Hopkins County. We're not an 8 to 5 department. We work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, including the CID has, the sheriff has, everybody has, and we can be doing something else, and a lead will come in and we'll stop doing what we're doing to work that case, and we're going to continue to doing that, and I hope I thoroughly believe in thinking outside the box. Don't get stuck in a rut like stereotype. Do what you got to do to solve these crimes. Well, I hope, and I know this. I hope it led over to the other officers, and they have. We've got deputies doing things that most departments don't. They take interviews, you know, they collect evidence just like everybody else. I think that's why we're so successful, and we're going to continue to do what we're doing.
You have some departments that other sheriff's offices do not have. For instance, the online solicitation work that's being done by Corley Weatherford and Amanda. With the police department,
right,
with the sheriff's office. Pretty innovative project. Do you see any other innovations like that coming along?
Well, you know, he's Corley Weatherford. He's actually going to the school. I think it's right in the near future for all that to download all the computer information. Of course, I don't even know enough about to tell you exactly what it's all done, but we're very fortunate to have people that smart. You know, Amanda with the PD, you know, they work together as a team. Of course, husband and wife, so we know she's the boss, you know, and they do such a great job, and we're very fortunate there.
Yeah, and you see that continuing on?
Oh yeah, we're going to do nothing but, you know, Butch has put this foundation out there, and we're going to continue to improve off of that.